Hello, book lovers, and welcome to Book Talk Radio Club. My name is Claire Perkins, and today I'm talking to award-winning author Christine Cazes about her fourth children's book, The Caribou King. The Caribou King was a finalist in Book Talk Radio Club's 2020 awards. Hope turns misfortune into a new beginning in this adventurous children's story. Two young deer explore a mountain, only to discover a hidden opening covered by vines and bushes. Curiosity leads them deep into a hidden cave until they feel the earth shake. One of the young deer falls deeper and deeper below the cave's surface, crying for help, until he lands on frozen ground in the magical land of light. In this peaceful place, he discovers a powerful gift that transforms his world and changes the lives of his caribou family. Hi Christine, first of all, congratulations on being chosen as a finalist in Book Talk Radio Club's 2020 awards.
Yeah, hi Claire. It's great talking with you again.
Thank you. As I said in the introduction, this is your fourth children's book. You've written about a pumpkin, a baby squirrel, swans, and now caribou. Firstly, what are caribou? And secondly, why did you decide to write about them?
Well, caribou and reindeer are actually the same species. Yet caribou are taller and lankier than reindeer.
Okay.
And they are the only deer in which male and females both have antlers. So I chose the caribou for my fourth West Orchard book series because I love watching deer. I love photographs and illustrations of deer. Then I was thinking about Christmas and gift giving.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought of the beautiful caribou or reindeer. And I wanted to feature an animal that would represent strength, beauty, and mystique. I wanted an animal that had magnificent antlers so I could make them magical. I could picture the caribou's antlers touching a bare tree and voila, it blossomed. My caribou would represent the gift giving that happens during the holidays. Ray, my main character, would be the gift of hope and transform the world with his special powers or magical touch.
That's lovely. That's lovely. So here we have Ray and Doe, two young caribou who, despite several warnings, go out and explore a mountain and find a hidden opening. Curiosity leads them into a hidden cave until they feel the earth shake. What happens next?
In this story, Ray and Doe have an innocent and playful relationship. When they discover the hidden cave, their curiosity is overwhelming, so they enter the cave and begin exploring until they feel the floor of the cave shake. It's an earthquake. The walls of the cave begin to crumble and they run to a small alcove cut deep into the mountainside. But the earthquake cracks open the cave's floor, forming a sinkhole, and Ray falls through the earth yelling for help. Miraculously, he lands in the land of light, where his journey begins. In this peaceful and magical land, Ray discovers a powerful gift and transforms his world and changes the lives of his caribou family.
All four of your books contain a message for children, and the message of The Caribou King is that it embraces the idea of hope. When faced with personal dilemmas or natural disasters, we need to hold on to the hope that tomorrow will be better. Oh, absolutely. Especially pertinent for the world as it is today. Did you write the book because of COVID or prior to the pandemic?
Actually, I wrote The Caribou King before we were aware of the pandemic, but my illustrations were created during the height of the pandemic. For my book, The Caribou King, I initially wanted the message to embrace the idea of hope. And hope we need during this pandemic. So when my illustrator sent me the pictures of the land of light, I said, oh, KJ, let's go there. It's beautiful.
Absolutely.
To escape. And truly, I meant that. I wanted to go there. I mean, I'd been in my house for how long? And I just want young and older readers to know that the Caribou King shows us that we need to hold on to hope and that tomorrow will be better.
Absolutely. Why the title, The Caribou King?
Well, I thought long and hard about the title. I came up with a few titles, but I always return to The Caribou King. I guess I liked the alliteration. It just seemed to roll off the tongue. And I like the word king because it represents power and wisdom and strength. Ray Ray became the Caribou's king. He was their symbol of hope. He restored their home. When his hooves stepped on the ground, grass and plants began to grow again. When his antlers touched the trees, they blossomed again. Ray became the Caribou's hope for a better future. He was their chosen king.
I love that. Let's briefly go through your other 3 books. Starting off with Pumpkin, published in 2017. Would you like to give Book Talk Radio Club's listeners a brief synopsis of the book?
Pumpkin has become a favorite children's story, especially around Halloween. The story features a small pumpkin in the eastern orchard of West Orchard. Desperately wants to grow big enough to be chosen for the Halloween harvest. And all of his friends tell him about this wonderful Halloween event, so he really wants to be selected as the best pumpkin in the patch. With a little encouragement from his friends and the help of Mother Nature, he is selected to be the largest and the best pumpkin in the patch. So on Halloween night, he's transformed into a magnificent jack-o'-lantern and enjoys watching all the Halloween activities throughout the night. But Pumpkin's journey continues after Halloween, and that's when Pumpkin learns the true meaning of friendship and the importance of home. This story also celebrates the life cycle in a way children can truly understand it.
I love that. You know what? If you ever put these out in audiobooks, you should actually be the narrator. You've got me hooked.
Okay, I'll think of that.
So it's a story of friendship and encouragement, isn't it? Which is always important.
Yeah. Friendship between Pumpkin and Wren is special. Bear and Sparrow also give him encouragement to remain positive and trust nature so that he grows big and strong. Yet it's the wise Wren who shows her friendship in the highest form by giving Pumpkin back to nature so that he can experience life once again.
That's lovely. Okay, Jem's Gift, a story about a little squirrel family living in the orchard of West Orchard. What happens with this squirrel family? Tell me more.
Jem's Gift captures a young squirrel's first year of life as he admires and witnesses the beauty of all 4 seasons in the northern orchard of West Orchard. He was born during a fierce hailstorm, and afterwards, his parents noticed a little mark on his forehead. It was shaped like a 3-pointed star. So they named him Jem. He's playful, affectionate, and yet a mischievous little squirrel. Jem loves to hide his acorns so that no one else finds them. It just happens that one of the acorns grows into a magnificent oak tree. This oak tree falls in love with Jem and eventually rescues him during a terrible storm. Jem, the little squirrel, is surrounded by the love of his parents, an oak tree, and the star of West Orchard, who all lead him to discover the greatest gift in the world, love.
I love squirrels, and this book really appealed to me. What was the inspiration for writing about a squirrel family?
I love squirrels too. First of all, I love watching the squirrels in my backyard. I love the way they scamper from tree to tree. When I put out bird seed, I catch them sitting in the dish or hanging from their tail to get the seeds. So it was really easy to develop Jem's personality and capture his everyday antics. Yet, I wanted to emphasize the importance of love in this story. So I drew upon some of my childhood memories. I thought of my summer vacations with my cousins. I thought about the big family gatherings around home-cooked meals. I remembered spreading freshly made blueberry jam on my bread. So I added these little moments in Jem's Gift. And then Jem's journey through the terrible winter storm was inspired by a true story my grandmother told me about her little girl. So I guess Jem's Gift captures a little slice of my own childhood memories. In Jem's Gift, I wanted to share with children that love is the breathing heart that keeps a family together.
Your third book, She Never Asked for Wings, is a story of a swan family. However, one of the cygnets isn't like the others, but she does have a wonderful gift. What makes her different, and what is her special gift, Christine?
Cal is special because she brings people together. Cal was born with a beautiful voice but no wings. She was born when a star in the sky flickered on and flickered off, and flickered bright and flickered dim. And at that moment, her mother knew that this was a sign, and she knew that her little swan was special. So as time passed, Pen, her mother, was concerned that her brother's lock and tie grew bigger and bigger every day, but Cal remained small. One day, Pen, her mother, discovered that Cal had no wings. Yet, she had a gifted voice that made everyone smile. In fact, she brought the whole community of swans together to help her. And they loved her so much that they worked together to build her wings. Then one day, after a lot of coaxing, she flew with those handmade wings until a gust of wind ripped them off her back. And Bo, who loved her very much, rescued her in the air, and she disappeared behind the flickering stars on Bo's back. And everyone was looking, and everyone sighed, and she was gone. But suddenly, she returned with her own wings to fly freely as the angel swan. And really, I just wanted to show children that there are angels like Cal, very special people who walk on earth.
No, that's just wonderful. There's such warmth in your writing, Christine. To me, your books are really magical. They're all set in West Orchard, aren't they? Where is West Orchard and why this particular place?
Well, I guess you can say that West Orchard is that perfect place in the imagination, or others might say that West Orchard is a little slice of heaven or paradise. Um, Overall, it's a place where nature exhibits the best of times and the worst of times. Yet triumph conquers, all with the determination of strong characters who live in West Orchard. They work together with a positive attitude, which makes West Orchard a wonderful place to live.
What age group are your books aimed at?
All my books make wonderful read-alouds for both the young and old to enjoy. Young children love to look at the beautiful illustrations while they listen to the story. By the time children reach, I would say, about 8 years of age, they can read the books themselves and discuss points of interest, and they make perfect gifts for children ages 3 to 12.
You work as a certified literacy specialist, teaching children ages 5 to 10 reading and writing strategies. Are you doing this online now since COVID?
The school where I teach has adopted the hybrid approach. That means students are in school for 2 to 3 days a week and learn remotely on days when they're at home.
Right.
Except this is just changing as of March 8th. Our K2 school is going back full time. So there's a lot of preparation to take place on that. Not my school. My school's is remaining the hybrid.
Right.
So since I work as a literacy specialist, teaching students who require additional support in either reading or writing, I work in person with the students. And then if we're quarantined, I would switch over to a virtual or remote learning.
If one is an avid reader in childhood, there's always one book that captures the imagination, isn't there? Which book and author was it for you? Did they inspire you to write your books?
As a child, I loved fairy tales and folk tales and myths, and I used to love to retell or reenact Grimm's fairy tales. I loved stories like Hansel and Gretel, Rapunzel, Snow White, Cinderella, Little Red Riding Hood. So I started writing my own tales of adventure. And in my stories, I hope to inspire discussions and leave a meaningful message.
And your books are captivating and obviously capture children's imaginations. Each book is wonderfully illustrated. Do you illustrate the books yourself or did you hire someone to do them for you? I mean, they really are wonderful.
Oh, yeah. I work with Kelpart Illustrations, and she's very talented. She's located in India, and she's illustrated all 4 of my books. After I write the story, I decide upon the scenes that should be illustrated. I write a detailed description for each scene, and then KJ sketches them and sends them to me via email for my approval. And afterwards, she finalizes the sketches with color, and this is the process for each illustration.
They're absolutely beautiful. Your stories and her illustrations complement each other perfectly.
Yeah, the kids always, as children, they always look at the pictures first, and then they go back and start to read it. they love the pictures.
You've won awards for your books and also received wonderful feedback for them, including a beautiful narrative quality that is similar to Hans Christian Andersen's classic tales, an inspiring story of hope, creativity and friendship, a great addition to a child's library, beautifully written with vivid illustrations. Christine, as an award-winning author, what advice would you give to someone aspiring to write children's books?
Now, if you're writing a children's book, I suggest that you find a good illustrator who truly brings your words to life.
Mm-hmm.
Other things to keep in mind for aspiring children's book writers would be honest, capture true feelings, select topics that interest you, send good messages through your story.
Definitely. So what's next on the writing front, and what animal will you be writing about next?
Now, I'm leaning toward creating a story about the snowy owl. Oh goodness, we're going into snowy again. But meaning that I've seen a lot of snow lately. But yeah, I'm thinking about creating a story about the snowy owl for my West Orchard series. Um, and if you happen to look at the little house pictured in the final scene in Jem's Gift, you'll see that it's about to take life.
So lastly, where can readers purchase The Caribou King and your other lovely children's books?
Well, all 4 books, Pumpkin, Jem's Gift, She Never Asked for Wings, and The Caribou King, can be purchased on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and other online retailers procured through the publisher. They all have to come in paperback, hardcover, and Kindle formats, which are available for all 4 books.
All right, well, thank you, Christine. Once again, congratulations on being chosen as a finalist in Book Talk Radio Club's 2020 awards. Good luck for the future, and thank you, everyone, for listening to Book Talk Radio Club. Thanks very much, Christine.
Thank you.
My pleasure. Bye now.